Hello, I'm Robin Mills and welcome to The Difference TV. I'm here today with Lisa Phillips and she's going to talk to us about moving from abuse to love. So tell me about abuse for you, Lisa.
In the past, I always used to find myself in abusive situations, whether it was being bullied at school, in the workplace environment, or more recently in a 5-year intimate relationship.
Yes.
I can never quite work out why I always used to find myself in these situations. I think I always classified myself as a really nice and kind person. So it became really upsetting and frustrating for me that I'd find myself in these very hurtful situations. I would often try to leave. In fact, my last relationship, I tried to leave at least 7 times.
7 times.
It was. Only to find myself returning, usually about 2 weeks later.
So you've obviously moved out from that place. So what were the steps you took and where did you move to?
I took the steps to get out because I hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
That was a real turning point for me. What happened is I got really depressed and I realised that whatever I was doing, it just wasn't working. I tried everything. I really had. I tried absolutely everything to make the relationship into something I wanted it to be. So I realised I had to do something completely different.
Yeah.
And using my experience as a life coach, I decided that I needed to stop focusing on the dynamics of my relationship and trying to fix my partner and put all of that energy and focus back onto myself, onto my own emotional well-being and into looking at what made me happy. So that was quite a radical turning point for me.
And was that one of the first times where you really felt love, that you loved yourself?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. I firmly believe I kept attracting abusive situations in my life because I was just basically not being very nice to myself.
And love would have transformed your experience?
Definitely. What I did a simple step every day to love myself.
Yeah.
I would look in the mirror and tell myself that I love myself. I would do 10 minutes exercise.
Yeah.
I would do one thing a day. I wrote a list of 100 things that made me happy, and I did one a day.
100. I'd like to write that list.
It's fun,
100.
actually. It's really good fun.
100.
And in time, I really started to love myself enough that I simply thought, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore.
Imagine if we wrote down 100 things that would change the world, that we're happy about within the world. So I'm wondering then about this message. I understand it's a personal message for you, but it's also a message for humanity, isn't it? So what message is it that you have for not just women, but women and men around the world about moving from this place, from abuse into love?
I think it would be the mindset change. It's about reclaiming responsibility for your own life and your own happiness and doing things that make you happy because that's what's really important, and doing things that are loving for yourself.
So if we were to walk out the street, out the front right now, and we were to see that change in the faces of the people moving from abuse into a place of love, what do you think we'd see?
Courage, I think. Boundaries, self-love, self-acceptance. Courage and happiness.
So it takes a lot of courage to step from something that you know into something that you don't know?
Absolutely, particularly if you're in an abusive relationship. If you've been in a situation that's very fearful, it can diminish your self-esteem very quickly. So yes, it does take a lot of courage, and I think that's a really important message.
Yes.
I think it is if society often dictates that abused people are very nervous or very weak, but in fact they're very courageous.
And it takes a lot of courage to step into a new situation, but when you step into a situation where there's love, it's a step that's taken in a more beautiful and more easy way, isn't it really?
Definitely. When I stepped into the love, I was very easily able to walk away from my abusive situation with my head held up high. There was no struggle anymore.
So if you could inspire humanity with I know this story is personal, but if you could inspire humanity for what it's meant to you to have this life change, how would that be?
Just about love. Just love yourself. That's the only thing I could say. It's that simple.
So what would you say to people that they could do right here and right now to begin that first step?
Mindset change. Take that mindset of trying to fix your relationship or the dynamics of your relationship and put all of that focus and energy into your own emotional well-being and look at what makes you happy, because you deserve it. You really do deserve the best.
Thank you, Lisa. And you know what? You really do deserve the best.
Live your difference. www.thedifference.tv